Courts, in this episode, we need to talk about the toxic mums group.
Oh, mate.
I have a lot of friends that had babies.
Millionaire mums groups with Ashley Tisdale, Hilary Duff, Mandy Moore, Meghan Trainor. How did they all connect? Who's getting involved? Why are we talking about Hilary Duff's husband so much? Why is Hailey Duff suddenly on the scene? She hasn't been on the scene in years. And why do we suddenly have to speak about Meghan Trainor's face?
Oh, that's coming up.
Mum group drama. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Mums groups are the worst. I'm starting strong by saying that.
Okay. Now, I remember when you were having your first baby and you were like, I don't want to go into a mums group.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
I didn't want to do it. It wasn't for me. It was never something I was interested in because I'm very much one of those people who I spend enough time being friends with people because of circumstances rather than actually liking them. That now
I've never felt more attacked in my life. Oh my God.
No, because we waited on our friendship.
That's true.
But you know what it's like in our old job, you would move somewhere for the job. So then you would just automatically be friends with those people. And then you leave and you're like, did I actually like that person or was I just friends with them because I didn't have anyone else there? So by the time I was having a baby, I was well and truly set up. I had my friends, I had my community, and I was like, they can work around me. I'm just going to have a baby. It's not whatever. And then when I had my second baby, I had her at the same time that my bestie had her first, okay? We did do that on purpose so that we were on maternity leave together. And she was all about mums grouping. Right. And I did end up in a mums group, but it was made up of people I already knew and liked. We all
that makes sense.
Happened to have babies. Yeah. So I never did the mums group of hey, my name's Courts. What's your name? Oh, great. And this is my baby. And isn't my baby cute? I never did that with strangers. And I'm really glad I didn't because I don't think it's for me. And I'm not sure that this mum group drama that we're talking about, I don't think they're all strangers, but I think some of them didn't really know each other that well. We are, of course, talking about the Ashley Tisdale mum group drama. And the reason we're talking about it is Ashley Tisdale, well, firstly, she's in a tizzy. That's funny. Secondly, she's gone and put her foot in it. There is no way that she wrote this article for The Cut and didn't think there was going to be backlash. That you cannot be this far into your celebrity career and not think there's going to be backlash from this, surely.
Now, I don't know anything from it because I just sent you the articles and I said maybe for the pod.
With this.
And you said all over it, baby boy. And I was like, great, excellent. This is fantastic. I thought that you would have seen it. I thought it would be definitely up your alley. So I've not seen anything apart from the photos of the cover and then the one that was done that I'm sure we'll get to.
Yes.
But
so do you want me to give you a little rundown of the article?
Yeah, so let's just figure out exactly where this happened. So Ashley Tisdale, let's just start with the basics. Ashley Tisdale, who you may know from High School Musical, and that's
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh, okay,
that's all for you.
Yep.
So I can hand on heart say I reckon I've seen Ashley Tisdale in one thing. I was not a High School Musical girly. I didn't watch it. I didn't have the Disney Channel when I was a teenager, so I didn't see The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. She was also she was a voice in Phineas and Ferb, which I know was a really big cartoon back in the 2000s. Again, never saw it. I can hand on heart say I reckon I've seen her in one thing and I can't remember what it's called. No idea. But she's huge, right? I know her name. I know her as a famous person.
Yes,
and
same.
Of course,
I know her as a famous person.
She was Sharpay Evans in High School Musical. And from what I know, from GIFs and videos on the internet, Sharpay was a bitch. So,
she was a piece
like,
of work.
there's a lot of, there's like a lot of linkage here with the whole Sharpay Evans, Ashley Tisdale, this article coming out. So, Ashley Tisdale.
She went full method.
She went method. She did. She was like, I'm going to channel Sharpay here. I've done it before. I can do it again. So, she's 40 years old and she is a mother to 2. And she's been married to her partner, Christopher French, since 2014. They've been together for a while before that as well. Have you ever seen that guy? Have you ever laid eyes on him?
No. What's his name? Christopher French.
Christopher French, he gives me the creeps. He sort of gives me the creeps in the way that Kelly Holiday gives you the creeps.
Oh, yeah.
That's Adam Hyde from Peking Duck and Abby Chatfield's boyfriend.
Yeah. If you don't know.
How do you explain it? It's just there's something about the eyes that I'm like, are you going to, like, what are you going to do?
You know what? He's got classic in a show, plays a bad guy, could be a serial killer vibe.
Yes.
So,
that's
like,
probably
is he
why
an actor or he's a composer?
He's a composer.
He's one of those guys that, like, some girls, because of his jaw, some girls would, like, kill to be with him because he's not unattractive. But for me, I can see what you're saying. He's got the I would play a serial killer in Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay, great.
I think that's where it is because I do look at him and I'm like, well, it's not that he's unattractive. I'm just looking into his eyes and I'm scared. So
yeah, and I look, and for me, like, you know, Adam Hyde, you know, Kelly Holiday. For me, it's not that I think he's a serial killer. It's that there's something about him. How do I describe my fear of him? It's kind of like night terror. Yeah, it's night
like
terror.
He would show up in a night terror and you'd be like, it'd be one of those things where like he's standing over you and you can't scream.
Yeah. Like I feel like sometimes I could wake up and you know, sometimes you have that sensation where you can't move your body for like half a second.
Yeah.
Because your brain hasn't like fully clicked on. Sometimes it happens after a big night out. I don't know why. And that's when you feel like the night terror could get you. And I just envision Kelly Holiday walking towards me in a tank, in a wife pleaser with his chest hair, with those very aggressive eyes coming towards me, or
a lot of
doing
eyeliner
that
on
dance.
those eyes.
Oh yeah, or doing that side to side dance that he does now. Like that's my night terror. I don't think he's like a Criminal Minds serial killer, but that is the fear that sort of comes across me when I'm scrolling. And you know what? It's really good. It stops me from scrolling instantly.
Get out of Instagram. You're done for the day. So that's Ashley Tisdale. And she has gone and written an article for the publication called The Cut.
Right.
Now, it is behind a paywall. But thank God for ChatGPT because ChatGPT can find you the links that you need to the ones that are not behind a paywall so you can read it. So if you're wondering, go to msn.com. I'm not going to read the whole thing, obviously, but it is called Breaking Up with My Toxic Mum Group, story by Ashley French. So she goes by Ashley French now. She officially changed her name when she got married, but she finally came out with it last year, I think, or year before. Must have been 2024 now. So there's a photo of her that is now iconic. And she is sitting on what looks to be a really expensive lounge. And
of course, why not?
Of course. It's white and a little bit fluffy. She's staring deadpan. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see.
You know what it's giving? This. Oh, yeah, you do it. Oh, that's it. Oh, look at this.
Sorry, I've got no shoes
it's a
on.
fancy.
Foot
what a
picture
bogan.
free. Are you kidding?
Disgusting. Let's zoom in on those bad boys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's good. No, you've really nailed it. Yeah. Her leg goes the other way.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
So for those who are maybe listening and not watching, she's got one of her legs across the other leg on the couch, and then she's resting her head on her hand, and she's just looking dead into the camera with just like a Sharpay Evans look on her face, like, I'm going to fucking take you down.
Can I also point out that I would be confused if I saw this without the title, because to me it also looks like woman who's in a tech startup. You know what I mean? Like
she
she's
looks
all
like
dressed
woman in a tech startup.
Yeah.
Or interior designer. Like,
yes,
because of how the shot is set. Like, I put this room together and I can do the same for you.
Yeah. And the face is reading, gotcha, bitches. You know what I mean? Like the face is reading very see you next Tuesday.
And we've talked about this on the pod before. I've heard in the past from women, when they turn 40, they have like a switch in their head that goes, I don't give a fuck about people anymore. Like, I'm going to say what I want. And it's, Ashley, she's gone and turned 40 and then she's released this article. So she's doing what is written in the law. So the article the article that aforementioned titled Breaking Up with My Toxic Mum Group, goes through the motions of, she was having kids and it was the pandemic and she didn't get to go and have her friggin' baby showers and all of this. By the way, why would you need a baby shower? You've got so much money. Anyway, you know how I feel about baby showers.
Yes.
Like that she goes on to say, we didn't get all of those things that you would get if it wasn't a pandemic. I didn't get to go and have meetings with midwives and people who are having babies at the same time as me. So then she goes down to say that she was put in this mums group by another one of her friends and they all had babies around the same age and she loved it and she thought she'd found her people. So it goes on to say that she realised sometime later that she was no longer being included. She would figure it out by going on Instagram and seeing a story where all the mums were together but she wasn't there. Or if she was there, she realised she was always like sat down the other end of the table and like a little bit on the outs. So you're feeling a bit like, oh no, poor thing. Like she's comparing it to high school, which is funny because she was in High School Musical. And she's comparing it to how when girls are like bitchy. Like I remember when this was primary school, but I remember when I was in year 2, we had a group of girls, or 3. We had a group of girlfriends. There was like maybe 5 or 6 of us. And like it was so dumb. We would like appoint a president every week. Why are kids? Anyway, so like one week, the president in charge, the president-elect, I think her name actually might have been Ashley from memory. She kicked me out of the group. And then all the other girls were like,
did you elect her?
We all elected her, I guess.
But
I don't fully remember. I don't remember the democratic process. Like, I don't remember how it happened. I just remember there would be like a president and they would be like in charge for the week. And so one of the other girls, she was like, she's the president. Like, it's not like we don't want it, but like she's the president. And then I like had to sit with my sister for the rest of the year. So that's how girls can be.
So she had a Trump regime, you know what I mean? Like she got in power and she was like, I don't think we really like Venezuela anymore.
Pretty much. And then like my poor older sister has her loser younger sister sitting with her until she finally makes some new friends in the next grade when she changes classes. Anyway, it all makes you stronger as a person. Look at me now.
It does. You know what I mean? Look at you now.
Look. Not too hard though. Don't look too hard.
Barefoot in her lounge room with her gay best friend doing a podcast. But looking fabulous while she's doing it.
So she goes on to describe that she ended up messaging the group and some of them were like quite nice about it. They would say like, oh no, it's not about you or whatever. The thing that really stuck out to readers was that she said during the article that she wrote, she said something along the lines of, I thought back to the beginnings of our mum group, and I remembered that this had happened to another person who had been iced out, and it was slowly happening, and then they were just completely not there. And so everyone's like reading this, and this is the commentary that has really come from it, and they're like, so you were cool with doing it to someone else, you were just mad when it happened to you, basically. and that's it. That's exactly it, right? Like, you did this with the rest of the mums group and you were fine with it when it wasn't you, and then now you're pissed off and you're like, you're being a teenager by writing your feelings in your diary and sharing it with the cut, and probably getting a cut of the cut's money because you put it behind a paywall. So you're making money off your high school drama,
Do we really think she'd be making money out of it? I guess so, because she's...
I guess it was behind a paywall.
Was the article with a journalist, or was it like her doing
it's
like...
credited to her because she
Right,
like
so she wrote it. Right,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So she's writing for different publications now, and she's Ashley Tisdale, so she would get paid for that.
Right.
So that's basically the gist. So this is where I get to, you had to know what was coming from this. Everyone who follows you on Instagram, which by the way is, where is she on Insta? Let's find her. Everyone who follows her on Instagram,
It'd be over
16
1 million for sure.
million people.
Oh my goodness.
16
She's doing
million
all right.
people. She's doing
Jeez.
fine, okay. They all saw you and your mum group posting photos. So they're going to put it together. Even if she was writing about a mum group that wasn't a bunch of famous white women, even if she was writing about a mums group that was made up of a few old high school friends, like, and one's like a lawyer and one's a banker and one's a stay-at-home mum and one's this and that, no one is linking it to that mums group. Everyone is linking it to the mums group that has Mandy Moore, Hilary Duff, and Meghan Trainor in it. Come the fuck on, Ashley Tisdale. You knew that everyone would put this together. So this is where the drama really comes in, because people go, oh, let's do a little scrolly scroll on Ashley's page. The last time she was spotted with the famous white women mum group was back in 2024. So it's been a full over a year since they've been together. But if you follow any of these other women, you know they've all been together. Mandy Moore and Hilary Duff in particular are very tight-knit. And that is also because their husbands are really close. So Mandy Moore is married to a guy in a band called Doors. And Hilary Duff is married to Matthew Koma, who is besties with this guy from Doors.
Right.
And I think they
Couple
make
friends.
music together.
Right.
Yeah. By the way,
Couple
when
friends.
I say Doors, I don't mean like the Doors. I mean Daws.
Yeah. Yeah, just a point. Yeah, no, the Doors haven't been
The Doors
in a very long time.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Gen Zs are listening like, there's literally no one else I would have thought of. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, so here's the fun, spicy stuff that has come from this article. Hailey Duff and Hilary Duff. So they're sisters. Now, Hailey and Hilary used to be very tweaked. They have been in movies together. They've made music together. They did Our Lips Are Sealed, which is a remake, right, of a song.
Cover, yeah.
Yeah. So they did a sister cover of Our Lips Are Sealed. They have not been seen together since 2019, Hilary and Hailey. Now, there has been rumours that Hailey Duff is married to a real right-wing guy.
Oh, great.
And if you know anything about Hilary and like that whole world of Hollywood, Hollywood's pretty left-leaning. And also Hailey came from that world too. Like, she was an actor and a singer and everything, so you would have thought she would have swung that way too. So the rumor has always been that there was a lot of drama with the families not getting along. I'm pretty sure Hilary and Hailey do not follow each other on Instagram anymore. And back like pre-2019, they used to post together a lot because there's like a lot of kids between them now. Like Hilary's got 4 kids and then Hailey's got a bunch of kids as well. So there was like a lot of cousin hangouts that would happen and it all just like really abruptly stopped. Now, end of 2019, that was the end of Trump, right? So
2019, yeah, because that was COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2020 to 2024 was Biden.
Yeah.
And then, So you could probably put together that rumor could be true because maybe Hailey was really upset that Trump had been voted out and Hilary wasn't upset by that. But Hailey got dragged into this Ashley Tisdale mess. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, my God.
Bless you.
You've got free feet pics and free sneezes on this today.
Wow.
Okay. So Hailey Duff got dragged into this Ashley Tisdale drama because she liked the essay on Instagram. So Hailey, who doesn't follow her sister Hilary, follows
God.
Ashley, and she liked the article that is basically slamming her sister Hilary.
So can I surmise something from that just as somebody who's watching from the outside doesn't know anything about this? So let's say I know now that Hailey and Hilary don't have a thing together anymore. Was Hailey previously in the mums group and was she also kicked out?
I don't think Hailey was previously in the mum, not at least the one with Ashley, because Ashley didn't have her kids until after 2020. I'm pretty sure her first kid, her first kid was 2021.
Right.
And then 2024. So they have not been friends since pre this.
So she wasn't the one who was kicked out. You know what I mean? But she's definitely picking a side when it comes to being on Tisdale's side versus her sister's.
Yes. So then sources close to, which we love sources close to, because that could be literally someone walking on the street who's just decided to say something. They came out and said that the reason that Hailey and Hilary don't get along is because their husbands don't like each other.
Right, because one's a pretty right-wing conservative and the rest of them are a bit like, let people have rights.
Yeah. And so Matthew Koma, Hilary's husband, they have been together since 2015-ish.
Right.
Because they worked together on her album. They worked together on... Might have been a bit later that, maybe 2017. Anyway, they worked together on some music and then they ended up falling in love. They got married in 2019. So maybe the timeline does add up that the husbands don't like each other. They go and get married and the sisters are now not friendly to each other, potentially.
And look, celebrity aside... This is so common. Like, this is probably one of the most common family things in the world. You end up with someone and they don't like someone else in your family, and then families drift, and then you don't really have anything to do with them anymore, which is actually really sad. But also, if you don't like that, like if that person you can't just sort of, I feel like for the kids' sake, I think all families, the adults in the family should go, you know what, let's just put our shit aside. So everyone else, because everyone else gets, if just a couple of people and everyone else gets along, we should put our shit aside and just be cool for everyone else's sake. But people don't do that and families fall apart. So whether you're rich or not, guys, they're just like us.
They're just like us. They are just like us. So this then brings on a little bit of like controversy around Matthew Koma, who really is like, he's not a huge celebrity. The reason he's a huge celebrity is he's married to Hilary Duff. Like, he has written some of your favorite songs. Like, guaranteed, he has written some of your favorite songs. Clarity by Zed, that's the reason he has money. Like, he is an incredible songwriter. He writes a lot of great music. He's in bands. But without Hilary and being quite funny on Instagram, He would not be a household
He's not
name.
as known, yeah. He's obviously way more known because
Yeah.
he's with a pop, like a cultural icon. Like, not just pop, but
Yes.
culturally.
And also
Hilary
he
Duff is an
did
icon.
what every 2000s boy wanted to do and marry Hilary Duff. Like, he literally did that. Like, imagine being the boy, like
Not every
single
2000s
boy in my
boy.
grade. Okay, you wanted Britney Spears.
That's
but
true.
Every single boy in my grade wanted to
Would've been
marry
so
Hilary
good to
Duff.
her.
You would have, and you could have both.
We
had
would
your
have
two
just like
lives.
softly
You
kissed
could have
once
just-
a night and gone to
Yes.
sleep.
Yes, she could have done her weird naked dancing and like been with whoever, and you could have just been with men, and you could have given Britney a really nice
Yeah.
life.
And yet she ended up with Kevin Federline. You know what I mean? Like,
I
and
know.
that's just
I
so
know.
sad.
She's
for
got
her.
bad taste in men. She's got bad taste in men. But yeah, so Matthew Koma then gets brought into the discussion, and now there's rumors swelling that he's not a good guy. Okay.
Oh.
So
God, okay, so now we know the mums group's imploded. Other people have been phased out before. Now it's happened to Ashley.
Yes.
She's written an article
Yes.
about it. We
Yes.
know that Hilary's sister Hailey's jumped in on it because they're
Yes.
beefing. They're not together,
Yep.
mostly because of their husbands don't get on. And
Maybe.
now made possibly, according to sources. And
Sources.
now, Hilary's husband is involved in the whole thing.
yes, okay. So Hilary's husband gets dragged into it, and he is a little bitch on Instagram. If you don't follow him, go and follow him. He's very funny. He's like made friends with Tiger King from prison. He trolls. Yeah, they like comment from prison together. He trolls anyone who gets in his DMs saying like Hilary should have been with me and not you. Like he engages with them.
Well, I love that.
He's really funny, right? So he gets on, and because he's not like Hilary famous, he is Hilary adjacent famous. I don't think he gives two shits what he says about Ashley Tisdale.
No, of course he doesn't.
He gets on. He's done his own photo shoot of him
That's really
sitting on the
good.
couch in the exact same way as
good.
Ashley Tisdale in the cut. He's put the Cut's logo up in the corner just like her picture.
It's
And
really
he
good.
has put, it's really good. He has put the caption, he's taken out the one like breaking up with my toxic mum group, and he's put, when you're the most self-obsessed tone-deaf person on earth, other mums tend to shift focus to their actual toddlers. I mean, shut up. That's so funny and so petty and
so cutting. You know what I mean?
and so cutting and so silly and like I love that the husbands are getting in on it, because then Christopher French Scary Eyes, he gets in on his Instagram stories.
Does he?
And he didn't write something as like outwardly obvious as Matthew did. He shared like a inspirational image that said, it's your choice whether or not to engage. So the husbands are in on it. We haven't
your
really
choice or
heard
not.
from Hilary. It's your choice
It's
or not.
your choice. It's your choice or not.
Hillary hasn't said anything directly, but she just
No,
like
she likes
started
something,
promoting
and
her
that's
new
enough.
song.
Oh,
Like-
right. Okay. So she's going to start commenting on it. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. Like, I reckon Hillary's only getting in on this bandwagon because she's got beef with her sister. And she's like, well, I probably need to get my name back out there a little bit more. So if I don't
I don't
you
know.
what
Hillary's
I love?
doing fine. Like Hillary is
I'm sure
like
she's doing fine.
maybe at the top of her game.
Oh, really?
I think this might be her best era.
Okay. All right. I love that just the smallest thing of a celebrity liking a post, like just love hearting a post, can read so much into a situation these days.
Oh,
it's just one,
it's
if
incredible.
from them, it's one tap. They just go, heart. And then they back away slowly and they go, oh, what will be, will be. Okay, sarah,
I'm
sarah.
watching the fire, the smoke, everything.
Oh, it's excellent.
All right. So this is how the husbands get involved. La la la. Meanwhile, Ashley Tisdale, her publicists, they're coming out because then there's a bit of a narrative around Ashley got kicked out of the mums group because she's a Trumper. So there's this story that comes out that she's like, that's like, oh, the reason is because she's MAGA and the other ladies are not MAGA, and so they weren't seeing eye to eye.
Yeah.
So
and you know
then
what? I'm going to
Ashley-
say something crazy. I reckon if she was just a bare bones basic Republican conservative, it would be fine.
Yeah.
But if you've come out as a Trump supporter and you're supporting everything that this insane man who clearly has dementia, come and sue me, I believe it.
Yeah.
This insane man is doing. If you are on that bandwagon, I'm all for people going, you know what, I can't be friends with you. And it's not just because it's a political difference. It's because who you believe in is wrong. That's wrong.
Yes.
That's not
If
just being a
There's
conservative.
a difference between being a conservative and a lefty versus like being like so deep on either side. But like Trump in particular is such a divisive character.
Yeah.
That I think it's fair that if you're like Team Trump. So Ashley's team have come out and said she's a registered Democrat. So this is not true.
Okay, so it's not a thing.
So that doesn't seem to be a thing. Even if it is, it doesn't matter. If she's a conservative, it doesn't matter. If there was an issue, though, with her being like a MAGA and Trumper, fine. Then you don't align. Don't hang out anymore. You don't need to write an article about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Mandy Moore and Meghan Trainor have entered the chat.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank God, because Mandy, I love you so much and I want you to be in some drama. You've had too clean of a record so far.
Yeah, she really is so clean. Like, she doesn't completely live up to her character in that A Walk to Remember.
A Walk to Remember. No one can.
Goodness.
No one can.
God,
She's
did we all
an
just want to be with that Shane guy? What's his name?
Yeah. Yes, because do you know what? That is the original She Turned It
Shane
Out boy.
West.
Like, she saved him. She literally saved him.
And that's
like,
and really
and she did what we all want to do.
Oh, you know what? There's something about his face. It's just weird enough that we were like, you know what? He's different to all the other boys, but he's hot. And let's kiss him and we'll fix him. Because you know what? He might be quote unquote a bad boy, but inside he's a good boy. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to sing my song in this play, and we're gonna sing that whole song. Like in that movie, they just did that whole thing. And she stands
thank
there.
God, because that is a tune. That is a bop. So,
okay, so Mandy Moore, she's in the drama.
Mandy Moore, she's in the drama because she is in the group. Now, I did have to take a little screenshot of this because it was a story that she put up.
Okay, yes.
So, aforementioned Mandy Moore married to someone indoors. Doors and a whole bunch of other celebrities and musicians put on a fundraising concert for people affected by the Los Angeles fires.
That's nice.
And with that, Matthew Koma, Hilary's husband, had a lot to do with it. So Matthew, on the night of, he put up a story of them on the stage. And then Mandy shared the story and goes, "This feels incredibly fitting as Matthew Koma happens to be one of the most talented and generous humans I'm lucky to know. He literally gave my family a place to stay 1 year ago today when we evacuated. Love you, MB." By the way, MB is still MK. Koma is not his real last name. His real last name's Bear.
Right.
So all of Hilary's kids have the last name Bear, in case you've ever wondered. So she says that right after the stories about Matthew Koma being a shit bloke comes out. So
pointed. It's very pointed.
Pointed.
It's picking a side.
It's picking a side. So that's all she really, up until this point, like that's her way of getting involved. And then, like another maybe day later, Meghan Trainor gets a little bit involved. Meghan puts on her TikTok a video of her typing at a computer, and on the screen it just says me finding out about the apparent mum group drama, and she's just like sitting at the computer like doing like a bit of a confused sort of a face. Yeah. And she's just put in the caption 3 T's, like tea emojis.
Uh-huh.
And then she did the hashtag still don't care, which is her new song. So she's promoting her song.
Great.
And then it's just got the music to that song. And that song is all about how, like, you know, because she's in a bit of strife because she's skinny and changed her entire face.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so still don't care is like a follow-up to All About That Bass.
Right.
So this is her way of being like, I don't give a shit that you're talking about me. Like, just keep talking about me. I find Meghan so interesting. I could just talk about Meghan all day.
Oh, when you say interesting, I feel like there was a bunch of other words that came into your brain before you landed on interesting, and you were censoring yourself, and we're not allowed to censor ourselves on the pod.
No, I actually don't know what the word is. I think I just look at her and I'm like, she's like a total. She doesn't look anything like she used to look like. She could be a totally different person. And what I find really like, and the word is interesting. I always wonder about her husband. Does he like look at her and think that does he not see the change because it happens slowly in front of his eyes? Whereas for us, we see it in more of like an obvious way when she comes out. Because like if I changed my face that much, I think my husband would be like, oh, that's not really
know who you are anymore.
I don't really know who you are. Because she's so different to what she used to look like.
It's so confusing because
you're not with someone for their looks. You're not with someone for their looks. True. I'm not saying that.
But the thing is,
it's just more of like an identity crisis.
Yeah. I think it's so confusing because I'm all on the side of whatever you want to do to your body, do it. Like if you think that this is going to make you feel better, but I also feel like there is a line where it gets very, very blurry where people start doing way too much. And by her own admission, I've watched some interviews with Meghan Trainor because I was very invested in this whole transformation for a while. And she said that she's tried everything, and she's admit that she's tried too much. You know what I mean? Like she's gone too far.
Oh, she said at one point her face didn't move because she put way too much Botox in there, and so she can admit that.
I love the honesty. I love that she's been upfront about it. But yeah, like she has changed so much of herself. And if it makes her feel better, then absolutely do it. But if you actually lose yourself in the process and you don't recognize, I think the difference is if she's done all these changes and now she looks in the mirror the way that she felt on the inside that she should look, then great. Because everybody's doing it. We've talked about it before. Ex-Tina. Oh, mate. She has wound back the clock. She still looks like herself, but she looks like a genie in a bottle self.
Yes.
And
I think that's like the difference, right? Is whereas like when you're doing it when you're a bit older, you're like Kris Jenner, you're doing it to look like Kris Jenner past. Whereas like when you're changing it and you're still only a woman in her 30s, there's so much changing about you all the time still. I just find that interesting. And like, by the way, I couldn't give 2 shits that she got skinny. Everyone wants to be skinny. I'm sorry. We all do.
Yeah.
Like,
why are people so
why
weird
are people
about...
so mad about people getting skinny? Like,
I don't understand that.
Like, I'll be honest. I asked the doctor for Ozempic. He would not give it to me. Which is like complimentary but also annoying. So,
and also let's talk about our text messages back and forth in the lead up to this. I'm all for you again doing whatever you think is right for your body, but I always have looked at you and said, baby girl, you're not big, like you don't need it. You just need to, like I do, put the fork down. We both need to put the fork down. because we love
for like
food
3
too much.
kilos.
Yeah, it's like not that much. It's like you just need to put the fork down for a little while and get back into a consistent thing and eat good whole food.
But I've got
and
like
we hate
so
it.
many people in my life who are on it. And so then and so then you go like, well, fuck it, why can't I be on it? So you go to the doctor and then the doctor's like doing all my health checkup and he's like, you're really healthy and you're not fat enough. And I'm like, fuck. Okay, so I came home and my husband was like, all right, let's start eating. And I was like, no, I think I've got to do the other thing and just like do it myself. So like, shut up. Everyone who's like mad at people for getting skinny, shut up. We all want to be skinny and it's okay to love yourself while you're not skinny and be cool with that.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, if you want to be thinner, that's fine. And if you do something to get thinner, that's fine. For me, the thing about like Meghan Trainor is, for me, it's more like, I guess I'm a mother of daughters as well now. And I think, what if my kids looked at me one day and I just like didn't look like me anymore? Yeah. And then they go, oh, I better change my whole face. And she's got sons, so maybe it doesn't, again, to your point though, if she looks in the mirror and she's like, yes, I am seeing the person I know I was meant to be, and she's happy, I guess it's just like, you got to make sure you stop at some point.
Yeah, and that's I think that's my big worry with certain people who like keep going for it, and like, because there's a whole conversation about like you don't get to comment on other people's bodies, and I prescribe to that to a point where, because I feel like there's got to be people close in the circle that can go, hey, where are you going? Like we're losing you. Yeah, we're losing you. I don't know what you look like anymore. And that's the thing about Meghan Trainor. She can do whatever she wants to make herself feel good. And I hope it works. I really hope that like she's made changes and she's gone, this is for me and I feel great about myself. But if you keep, because it's addictive, and we all know people who have gotten into it and gone, well, I've just done this and then I can just do this and then I can just do this. And you can just like keep adding things. And if you had the money and the resources to do this kind of stuff, then you could just fall down. Yeah, you could just fall down a surgery hole. And again, with a lot of things like these surgeries, we don't know the long-term effects. You know what I mean? Like things hold for a certain amount of time, but we don't know the long-term effects on a lot of things. So, it's really, really tricky. But I do love.
That was a real.
No, we veered off, and that's fine. We had to talk about Meghan Trainor at some stage.
Yeah, at some point Meghan was going to come up. Anyway, so Meghan's entered the chat just by putting that up. So that's pretty much where we're at now with the drama surrounding the article, the cut article. By the way, these few mega celebs in the mum group are not the only people in the mum group. There's other people.
Just normies?
Whose faces,
what?
Yeah, like, well, I don't know if they're normies or like they're probably like massive businesswomen. Let's be so real. But I'm looking at the picture and I don't recognize their faces. So they're probably still like massive celebs. But there's other celebrities who have like come out in support of Ashley on Ashley's post. But I think at the end of the day, like Ashley has potentially intentionally put her foot in it. And I don't know if she did it on purpose so that she just got a little bit of chitter chatter around herself, because I know she's like, I think she's released she's released some stuff with Target recently. 6 weeks ago she started posting. Oh no, it was a bit longer than that. Sorry, but she's got stuff with Target. Yeah. And she's got her brands, and I don't know, maybe she wanted to just get some chat around herself so that her brands work. But her brands would have worked anyway. Like,
well, see, here's the thing. There's a difference. There is a difference between, look, we all could be played here. We absolutely all could be played. Like, this might have been a long-term thing where Ashley was like, hey, I need to like really get some eyes on me for this thing. So like, can we just not post any of me for the next year? and then
Oh,
I'll write
love
this
that.
thing.
I love that theory because that's deep.
People
that's a
do
deep theory.
crazy things. Like
Yeah.
ever since we saw Nikocado Avocado, I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything anymore. If you don't know who that is, it's a guy who like recorded a bunch of content.
We should
when
talk
he was
about
at
him one day.
Yeah. Well, he was putting on a bunch of weight and then he recorded heaps while he was at a certain weight and then he lost all the weight and then he was tricking everyone that he was still that weight and it was a whole thing. And then it was like, but was it a thing? No, it definitely was a thing. Anyway, it was insane. But after that, I don't believe anything. Like even if that celebrity has done an article about how these mums are so toxic. Also, I understand that groups are cliquey. Groups are naturally cliquey. Yeah. That's what happens in groups. If you're in a group and you go, no, we're definitely not cliquey. Look, to a certain extent, we all are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we all have to self-assess those things and go, actually, are we being too cliquey here and maybe this person isn't getting the fair rub? But when someone comes out and purposefully goes, well, I escaped from my my toxic mum's
from the
group.
shackles.
And like this is everything. And you know that all these people are famous, so you know that you're just dragging them all through the mud. You're doing that for attention. You're not doing that because, I'm a repressed person who needs to speak out against the power. You're not that. This is not what that is. This is not someone who's like has been repressed by a workplace and now they want to speak out against the toxic behavior. No, this is somebody who is in a bit powerful women's group, mums or not, they're in a powerful women's group.
Millionaire mums group.
And whatever happened, because in all friendship groups, whether you're male, female, or somewhere in between, all friendship groups have fractures and they break down for all different types of reasons. So whatever, something's happened in the group, she's no longer a part of the group. And that could be a consensus of like, we don't agree with her, or actually it was just easy that she's not in the group, which for the mums, whether they're toxic or not, if you just don't want someone in your friendship group, that's fine. You can.
We're grown. Like, this is the thing. You're 40 years old. Like, you're grown-ups. Like, it's so, and it's just really funny that she wrote in the article, like, I just felt so high school, and then she went and acted like a high schooler. So, but it always comes back to this, doesn't it? It always comes back to the theory that celebrities maintained the sort of thinking capacity of the time when they got really famous. And Ashley Tisdale was famous when she was a teenager, and so she may be a little bit stuck in how her brain thinks from that age.
Never a truer word. We love your thoughts and feelings on this mums group, this toxic mums group drama.
Tell us about your mums group.
Chuck it in the comments. Oh, God. And keep it, like, don't put names in there, okay? We don't want to be sued.
No.
So, unlike Tisdale, who made it very clear who she was talking about, put it in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe. This was a big, thick boy of an episode over 45 minutes, and we'll see you in the next one.